on, honey? You're in the building with your lady V on Living in Truth podcast. Period.
Genuine love, that's what I feel when we link up. The vibe be real.
Kings and Queens, thank you so much for joining me. I miss you all. I've been out doing what I have to do. You guys already know. Got these kids, honey. Period. I want to talk about having a mind of resilience. That in order to get out of your problems, your mind needs to be stable, Kings and Queens. And one thing that the devil is going to do is try to come into your mind so that he can steal your joy. He can steal your thought process so that he can steal the way that you are able to resolve your problem. And I want to just remind you to protect your mind at all costs, honey. And we're so easily to get distracted because there's a lot going on in life, personally, business-wise. Life is lifing, honey. You have to be that person that have a mind of resilience. That person that say, you know what, I realize what's going on. It's hurting me. Let me process it. But let me get up out this funk. Let me get the answers so that I can start, this thing over. Because once your mind is wasted, honey, it's a terrible thing. Kings and Queens, your mind is your weapon, honey. If you don't know by now that your mind will get you out of a lot of things. It'll get you out of doing things you ain't supposed to be doing. Our mind is our weapon to protect ourselves. And when your mind is gone and you cannot think because you're around so many toxic people, you're doing so many toxic things and your mind is not able to resolve some issues, then you have a problem. Somebody have a problem right now because they just can't think. They just can't eat. They just can't sleep. Because the things around you is using your weapon against you. Your mind is the greatest weapon that you will ever have. Because guess what? Can't nobody know what you're thinking. Don't nobody know what you're thinking. Don't nobody know what your next move is if you don't say nothing. Because your mind is going to be able to help you navigate through these difficulties, through these challenges, through these toxic situations. But in order for your mind to be strong and you to have that mind of resilience, you have to work it. You have to pick up some books. You have to learn some things. You have to get around some people and start creating some memories so that you're able to capture some things in your mind that's going to help you for your future, Kings and Queens. I don't know about you, honey, because God promised us a life of abundance. Holla at your girl. And if our minds is clogged up and our minds is not, set on, okay, we got a setback, let's get back on it. If it's not on that type of time, hang it up. You don't want to be walking around the world like a blind man trying to find his way. And that's what happens when your mind is clogged up with distractions, honey. Kings and Queens, carry a mind of resilience. Keep that mind strong. Keep learning different things. Keep understanding, because all that you get a good understanding. Holla at your girl. I had to learn the hard way. And I had to actually get in the field of life, go through some things, experience some things, feel some emotions that I never wanted to feel. But all it was doing was training my mind to be resilient. That no matter what happens, no matter what creeps in your mind of thoughts, no matter what you may see in your reality, you're going to be anchored, honey. You're going to be anchored. And what you're anchored to is your truth. This is your reality, baby. Things ain't going right. This is your reality. Face it. Fix it. Keep your mind strong to where you're able to find the answer. Because ain't nobody giving it to you. And if they do, they rare like your lady V. Holla at your girl, honey. I'm always got my pen and my paper, baby, because you just never know when a person don't want to repeat themselves, okay? Because now you think that I'm about to come up with something and you don't want me to fulfill whatever next step is, so you withhold the information. Get away from them people. That's why you must learn for yourself, honey. Because everybody don't want to see you make it. Everybody don't want to see you come up, so they're going to withhold information to try to prevent you. But since you're a person that mind is so resilient, you're going to go out and find the answer your doggone self, because that's what we do. Litty gang, we lit, baby. We face our reality and know that people are not for us. So we go out, we find the answer, whether that's by reading it, Googling it, hearing about it, get inside of a seminar, webinar, whatever it is. Your mind needs to be resilient, kings and queens. It's your greatest weapon. And that's what you're going to need until the day that you die, to defeat any demonic stronghold, any demonic person that's trying to come in your life. Use your mind as your weapon. Do not let your mind abuse you when you're the one that's in control. Holla at your girl. When you're distracted, you cannot think. That means the devil got your attention. But then when you say, you know what, I acknowledge the problem that I'm going through, and I know that God is in control, and then your mind start renewing itself, you're using your weapon. Looking at your situation like it's not happening to me, but it's happening for me. And your mind get to come up with these resolutions to where it's putting you in a place. And then we let the enemy know, try again, buddy. Huh? Nice try, wrong guy. Have a mind of resilience so the devil cannot creep in so easily. Some of y'all just letting them just go and creep in. Let them sit in. Just get comfortable, honey. Call them Goldilocks, because the enemy is working and sleeping on some folks comfortably in their lives. Their mind has become their greatest weapon to themselves. They're beating themselves up because they're thinking all night long. They worrying, they stressing, not over here. Not the little game. We will not have our minds contaminated, because that's what the enemy wants to attack our minds. We cannot pour into somebody else if we're empty. If our mind is blocked, if our mind is going against us because we're not focused, we cannot help somebody else, because what we're doing is harming them by giving them the wrong information. Your mind is not working at its best when it's clogged up and the enemy has a hold on it, because you're giving out advice that's going to harm somebody else because you're not stable. And how do you know that a person is mentally unstable, Miss B? Well, let me tell you, honey, clock it. Clock it. We look at the actions versus what comes out of somebody's mouth. So if you run into somebody and maybe you know them, maybe you don't, and they start talking, but then you see them, in the future, a couple of months, couple of weeks, from now, and then they still doing the same old thing or talking about the same old thing, their mind has not changed. They have not used their mind as a weapon to prosper them. They have used their mind against itself, to where somewhere in their brain, whatever they're going through, whatever they're experiencing, is saying to them it's okay to keep repeating that. So those are the type of people that you don't want to get any advice from, because their action is not matching up with their word. And not only that, you know that their mind is stuck the same place you left it. Holla at your girl. Kings and queens, your mind is your weapon. Do not let it be used to harm yourself, thinking to yourself you're not worthy, thinking to yourself that I cannot do it. It's taking a long time. I want to do it only for the money. Well, what you're going to do is find yourself dabbling. You ain't never finishing nothing. Because your mind, is working against you, kings and queens. We have to study the word. Understand what God is telling us on how to be disciplined in our mind, how to stay focused using our mind. As I stated, we have to build that muscle of resilience so that our mind can be our greatest weapon against the enemy's plan, kings and queens. We all fall short. We all are, not aware of some of the things. But if we have a mind to learn, holla at your girl. You can get out of it. The enemy wants your mind, kings and queens. It wants you to think a certain type of way. Have you ever had a situation to where, you're in a relationship, and then in your heart and your gut feeling that this guy is doing something, and then he come tell you, no, I'm not doing no. You're tripping, but you just know what you feel. Now, would you say that's a mind that has an anchor to where, you know, there's non-negotiable on how you feel. There's no negotiable on how you see things because you got all the facts. Is it a difference between that person and a person who just want to say, you know what, I acknowledge it, but I don't care to address it? No, you're going to go with group A. You're going to be aware. You're going to act accordingly. Because the last thing you want to do is stick and stay and don't have room in your mind to say, this is not for me. I don't have to settle for this crap. I don't have to settle for less. I don't have to settle for anybody saying and doing anything they want to do to me. My mind is strong. I am strong. And for that reason, I gotta go. Holla at you, girl. Kids and queens, you know I'm only on for a snippet in hopes that you can get it. Our minds is a terrible thing to lose. Start picking up some things. Start getting into some things that help your mind grow intellectually so that it can be used as your weapon. So it can protect you in your life. Because let's face it, our reality sometimes causes us to think a lot. Good or bad. Things going good, we're thinking of good. Things going bad, we're thinking of bad. We got to use our minds to continue to solve problems that life brings us. Our mind has to be stable so it can be the weapon that the enemy hates to see coming. Holla at you, girl. Kids and queens, I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in with your Lady V. Once again, we lit, baby. We're living in our truth so that we can face our reality. Until next time, only way we can go is up. Hold it down on your side of town. All right.